Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I would like to call to order this regular board meeting of the Guam Educational Telecommunications Corporation. Today is Thursday, June 24, 2021. The time is 12:40. Please state your name as we go around the table. Donovan Brooks, Chair.
Mariflor Herrero,
Member.
member.
Lorraine Hernandez, Administrative Officer.
Rosemary Clement, member.
Joy Francis, member.
Ida Carello, GM.
Thank you. You have before you the minutes dated May 27, 2021. And if you haven't already reviewed them, please do so. And then I seek a motion to approve them. So seeking a motion to approve the minutes of May 27.
I do move that we approve the motion of the meetings of May 27.
I second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. This is, next item on the agenda would be the General Manager's report to the board. Carrillo, please. Thank you.
So this month we've, PBS has decided to participate in the Guam Department of Education's Youth Employment Internship Program. It's a program that's administered by the GDOE in collaboration with DYA and is funded by the U.S. Department of Education, American Rescue Plan, and to the outlying areas and state educational agency. We currently have 4 interns that will mainly be working with the development and production departments. This program aims to provide the island's youth opportunities for positive development and valuable workforce experience needed to become responsible, productive, and contributing members to society. So the interns started on Monday. They're doing really well. They're in production right now. We gave them a tour of the station, and it seems like they're all a creative bunch. So we decided to place them with development and with production. So I think what we're going to get them is trained in some production aspects and have them work on a project for our 50th anniversary. For development, we are pleased to offer a new package service to all GovGuam agencies, boards, and commissions. As you may know, Senator Joanne Brown teletyped and Speaker Terlahi proffered Bill PL 102-36 that was recently passed into law and enacted on June 11th. Our development team has been contacting all government, or will be contacting all government agencies, commissions, and boards to discuss these services. I have a link to the page, but pretty much what we're going to be, it's called GovGuam Live, and we'll be producing, recording, and streaming all government agency, well, we will be able to stream government agencies, board meetings, public meetings, and stuff like that. There is a rate, it's based off our rate cards, $2.50 for the first 2 hours and $100 thereafter per hour. So I have a link to it, I wanted just to show the
That
board.
would be charged by PBS to
Yes, to the agencies for the
Okay.
service. In addition, we'll be providing the agencies with either thumb drive or a DVD of their actual board meeting that they can then put on their website or submit to the OPA or any other regulatory agencies or to fulfill whatever requirements they have. And we'll be hosting those meetings on a YouTube channel. So let me just get that.
Have you had a response so far?
Well, I did send it up to Adelup. They like it. I did send it in. I sent it to the directors, and they're into it. So I'm going to leave it now with development to contact their managing offices to see if it's a service that they need or not, or if their agency has the capability of doing it. The law requires that they stream or broadcast all public meetings. So I'm assuming that a Zoom meeting's not going to cut it because it's really just a meeting. It needs to stream on a streaming platform or broadcast on television. So we can offer both of those services. So this is what we produced.
GovGuam Live is a new service being offered by PBS Guam to live stream, record, and archive your agency's public meetings on YouTube. Here's what we can do for you. If your meeting takes place face-to-face, we will send a camera crew to your location to live stream and record the meeting in person. If your meeting takes place online, we can also integrate any of the common live meeting software such as Zoom, Google Meet, Skype, and more. For a hybrid meeting, we can also stream both the live feed from the face-to-face meeting and the online meeting simultaneously. All meetings streamed on GovGuam Live will be uploaded to our GovGuam Live YouTube channel and be available for public viewing and archival purposes. In addition, your agency will receive a digital copy of the live stream via USB or DVD for use on your website or for submission to other regulatory agencies such as the Office of Public Accountability. GovGuam Live allows your agency to be in compliance with Public Law 36-34, which requires agencies to live stream public meetings. GovGuam Live is $250 for the first 2 hours and $100 for every additional hour. For more information, please contact us at 734-50.
Okay, and so
That's great.
That's just a little video package that we created for the agencies, so that they can get a little bit better
So
understanding.
you're sending it to all the government agencies?
Yes, because they're gonna have to the law was passed on the 11th of this month, and they're gonna have to stream or broadcast their meetings, and so if they don't have the capability of doing it, we're willing to send the crew out to help and assist.
So I want to take my mask off so I can be heard when I say this. That's a home run. That's so smart.
Yeah,
To
I
think
mean, it's
about.
have you already sent it or you're going to send it?
I sent it yesterday afternoon, and so development is gonna spend the rest of the week reaching out and, personally contacting the agencies, because you know what, a lot of agencies don't have this capability. It's easy for us to do because this is what we do, right?
That's what we
But
do.
unless they have their own YouTube channel and have the equipment to do this, then they wouldn't be able to be in compliance. So
So
it's
we're
a
going to
minimal
send
fee.
our people to, I
If
don't
we
know,
have to, we are capable.
GWA board meeting.
Yes, we're capable of accommodating any type of board meeting, whether it's in person or on Zoom or any sort of streaming platform or social platform, or if it's kind of, like we said, a hybrid meeting where you have some members attending on Zoom or some attending on in person, and we will just merge all of that together so they're in one meeting. And then, we'll give them the files that they can upload to their website and submit, if needed, to OPA for.
So mostly this means that our people are going to go to that board meeting.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or we can make sure that we capture it here in
Yeah.
studio if it's virtual.
Oh, I think that's fabulous. Who did that? I mean, who?
We did it. Sean did it. Yeah.
It's fabulous.
We've
So
just been
professional.
well, we've been following what's, we've been following this bill and this law since it was introduced and once it passed. And we knew we had to do something because a lot of the government agencies are just not equipped to
So
do this.
who's the spokeswoman? Who was that host doing it?
Oh, that was one of our development. That's Trina.
Nice
That
voice.
audience,
The one talking, yeah?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
professional.
Mhm.
Wow.
So I'm glad you like it.
Very impressed.
If you go onto the website, there's a link here. We're going to customize the link, but YouTube requires us to have 100 subscribers before we can call it like Gov Guam Live. So right now it's called this. UC.
The name is great.
Yeah?
Great
You
marketing.
like it?
Yeah.
Okay. That was shot.
Really
Alright.
good.
So, we do have we have such a great talent pool here. It's just a matter of us focusing.
We have a lot of
and doing the
talented
work.
people here.
Oh,
that's for
yes,
sure.
absolutely.
We do.
Okay.
Right?
So for
Very
production,
good. Yeah.
we have some programs that will be airing in the next few weeks. Pacific Lockdown, Sea of Resilience. This is a documentary that shows the health impacts of the pandemic throughout the Pacific, right? So it talks about not only the effects of being isolated from your families and community, but also how your livelihood was affected. So it's a great documentary, and it follows 4 stories from Micronesia, Melanesia, Polynesia, 3 stories,
But
and Polynesia.
Hasn't this been aired already? I think I saw it already.
It has aired before. It has aired last week.
Yes, I
So-
saw it, and it was very good.
It is good, right?
But it focuses very little in Guam.
yes.
It's
yes.
American
different.
Samoa, I believe.
Well,
focuses very.
it was Micronesia, so not necessarily Guam, but the headlines came from Guam. But I think the portion of Micronesia was a Palauan boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's very good. I really like it.
Our next programming is Let Your Spirit Dance, a tribute to Guam's World War II survivors. And the program will air on the 28th at 5 and 5:30, and then again on Saturday, July 3rd at 8:30. Pride, this is a program that Dawn is producing at the moment. It's a 30-minute special discussing the stories and tales of some of Guam's prominent LGBTQIA members. It's also a
What does
tribute-
IA mean?
Inter alia.
Because that's a mouthful already.
It
LGBTQIA. Wow.
It's, let me see, I will get that for you.
Okay.
But pretty much we're gonna cap off Pride Month and and it's gonna celebrate and recognize all that, the members of the LGBTQIA community have contributed to Guam. This will air on the 30th at 8 p.m. and then again July 3rd at 9 p.m. And then lastly, we have our liberation programming. We're wrapping up on our our last shoots for liberation, and we'll soon begin editing down the programs in preparation for the broadcast on Liberation Day. I was supposed to print the programming guide, but I will get you the programming guide right after the meeting, and that kind of just details all of our liberation programming for July. So in addition to the actual 3-hour programming that we're producing for liberation, on Sundays we will be highlighting a Hallmark Liberation Parade, the 65th parade, the 70th anniversary, 75th anniversary we'll do on Liberation Day, but prominent liberation parades, we'll do those on Sundays, and then I think on Tuesdays we have some liberation programming in the evening. And I think that's pretty much it. I just need to print that for you guys. I'll be sending that out as a press release next week for the media, and then it'll also be on the post in our TV guide channel. TV channel guide. So for board approval, I have a couple items. I have a requisition form here. This is for the repair of, there's a crack in the ceiling in the master control, in the space behind master control. This is on the part of the roof that's right above our power panel.
Oh.
So the
yeah.
water is leaking.
Sounds serious.
We have pictures?
The
I
one
didn't
that,
print it out.
oh,
But we have water leaking from the ceiling into the power
Into it.
panel. And so we're really worried that we're gonna have some kind of short circuit. So we wanna have that fixed next week. So I was just waiting for the board meeting to get that approved. The cost, we did get 3 quotes, and the winning bid was for $1,245, and that's really just to seal that crack on the roof and to paint it, and they're going to put water stop cement around the conduit, clean and paint the area, and then add epoxy and sealant. And then once that is done, and after rainy season, we want to replace the panel, but that would be for another meeting because we need to just do this first.
and you've already got,
We have the quotes, I haven't approved anything because it's over my threshold of $1,000. So it's $1,245 to BME and Sons Inc. For the repair of the roof. There's a crack in the roof that leads to our power box. So I would need board approval for that.
well, it sounds urgent, especially since it's the rainy
Yes.
season.
It
Very
is.
urgent. We've had some,
That panel box is like, I mean, there's water going into it. I mean, not now because it's
I
not
mean,
raining, but
could someone get electrocuted? And fired? That sounds really
we
scary.
need to fix it. We want to fix it
Yes,
Monday.
I would say it's urgent.
Yeah, let's consider it urgent and go ahead and approve it then. So the amount is how much?
$1,245.
To BME
BME and Sons Inc.
Inc. Okay, so we need a motion to approve the requisition for services to BME and Sons Inc. for $1,245.
Okay, I make a motion that we approve this
Where is she getting?
200, where's 1,200? Where is it?
The figure's not there,
On the requisition.
but this is the
Oh,
There it is.
requisition.
We don't,
Okay.
yeah.
So again, I make a motion to approve requisition number fiscal year 2021 dash RQ 45 for approval. The amount is $1,245.
To,
Dollars.
to,
1,200,
$1,245.
Oh, so this is being awarded to the lowest bidder, right?
yes,
Which
So these are
is
the three-
BMF and Sons.
BME.
BME and Sons. Inc. Is this one,
Yeah.
BME, and this is,
This is the second bid and the
Okay.
third bid. So these are the higher bids, so this is the lowest one.
sure, and you like this one, you think that this is really,
It's the lowest one, so we have to go with that one.
okay, sure. Anyway, I made a motion,
Okay.
I made a motion.
I second that motion.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
My next request from the board for consideration is to amend the bylaws to increase the spending cap authority from purchases up to $1,000 to $2,500. Currently, when we need to make small purchases pertaining to the day-to-day operations and management of the station, I'm finding myself having to wait till the next board meeting for approval for, like items that are just like this, for instance, it was $1,200 and we could have done this like 10 days ago. I'm asking if the board can consider increasing that cap to $2,500. I think the $1,000 was placed like 30
22
years ago.
ago.
So now, like, if we need to buy a shredder, I gotta wait for the next board, like we did. We had to buy a cheaper shredder, but we just, like, it's just minor things. I don't think that, I think with inflation, that should probably be around the same number, but if you think that this number is too high, please let me know. I'm just requesting to increase the cap so that, when we have situations like this, I'm not handcuffed until the next meeting. We can just fix it.
So the fact that it was, the initial amount was set when the bylaws were initially approved,
1997.
in 1997. Was that long ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
20 years ago.
So this is like 24
So,
years
the
ago.
clause is actually on page 3,
Right.
under
I found it, yeah.
Article 5, contracts, checks, deposits, and funds, and it reads under section 2, checks, drafts, etc. All checks, drafts, or orders for payment of monies noted or other evidence of indebtedness issued in the name of the corporation shall be signed by the station manager and countersigned by the chairman or treasurer of the board, and anything over 1,000 shall require a countersignature of the board and employees of the corporation in such manner as shall from the time to time be determined by resolution of the board of trustees. So I would like that number to be just increased to 25 if you see fit. 2,500.
So on page 5 of that document, it does state Article 8, these bylaws may be amended by the board by a majority vote of the board at any regular meeting. So we do have the authority to make a change. This apparently was done in March of '97 when Mr. Beretta was the chairman.
24 years ago. So I think that, yes, 24 years ago, $1,000 would buy you a lot of things, but today, $1,000 is nothing. I mean, you have, like a simple repair like that, and we couldn't do it. So I agree. I think that it's not only,
Donovan, you have to-
it's logical and it's necessary, so I agree that we should increase to 2,500 minimum.
Donovan, do you have to make a statement that we can agree on, or?
No, we need to discuss whether or not you agree with what...
Absolutely. I mean, this is a perfect example. I mean, this sounds like an emergency almost. And to get everyone together to agree is not practical. And I think times have changed since 1997. And I think it's absolutely important that we raise the minimum to 2,500.
Joey?
I agree that the minimum of 1,000 is definitely inadequate for daily and immediate needs of the station. So I agree that and support the increase from 1,000 to 2,500 for purchases under the station's needs here. So yes, I agree.
Okay, and in that case, all we need is a motion to approve the
Change the
request
bylaws.
by the general manager to amend the bylaws. And you can see, you can just make your motion off of our number 2 on the general manager's report under board approval.
I make a motion that we amend the bylaws to increase the spending cap authority to
Of the general manager.
$2,500.
Yep,
I second.
So the motion is to amend the bylaws to increase the spending cap of the general manager from $1,000 to $2,500.
Countersigned by the board, approved by board.
Well, the reason to do this is to allow the general manager to not require counter signature.
She can,
Yeah, but the countersign still
No, no.
says there, requires a counter signature to the board, so you need to change.
no, it says here,
Where are you looking at?
no, it
Yeah,
says,
section 2, just so that it says that she can go 2,500, but upon board,
no,
going to the board.
anything over 1,000 shall require accountant signature of the board. But if we are changing it
To
to be 2,500, so anything
over.
that over 2,500 will still require the board, yeah.
Okay.
Right, so anything over
Anything
2,500.
under, she
Yeah, she
can,
can do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that part just has to be 25.
So that's the cap.
Yeah.
So the GM cap will be 25. Anything over 25 will require a counter signature of the board.
Okay.
Is everybody clear on that?
Yes.
Everybody good with that?
Yes?
Okay, so the motion on the floor is to amend the
Bylaws.
bylaws
To increase
to
the
allow the
spending
general
cap.
manager authority, spending authority, without requiring a counter signature of up to $2,500. And anything over that would require a counter signature of the board. That is the motion on the floor. Okay? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay.
Thank you. And I think that's it for my report. Oh, I do have one thing, the playout server. John Munya was mentioning that, so we've already put 50% down of the deposit for the playout server, but that they're having some issues procuring some of the equipment needed for the playout server. It's the whole worldwide chip shortage. It's like it's affecting this too. So the shipping for the playout server has been delayed, I think 60 days. So we're just waiting for them to receive their equipment, and then they will build it out for us. They're already started to build out, but they're kind of like at a standstill right now. So that has been delayed. So I'm just hoping that we can get everything by September so we can submit invoices.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Moving on to financial statement review.
I have that accounting position.
Oh, yes. Do you want to talk about it?
Okay.
What is that?
Well, we wanted to see, I was asking Ina in regards to hiring an accounting clerk or assistant for Avila, and us, myself, in an admin. It's just so that we can train somebody in case, Belle or I is not there. We have somebody that knows, how to do this. Avila has retired, she came back, so, it took one whole year of me doing the position, and it was very hard. So I just
Is
wanted
this
to
a full-time
concentrate-
assistant? Full-time job for
Yes,
assistant?
yes.
I think
It's
also-
needed because we have a lot of projects that's coming in, a lot of vendors that we have to, deal with, pay, I'm finding myself when I got back to look back at everything. And, I understand where accounts that she, put it by mistake, so I'm doing a lot of adjustments. And,
I think when Lorraine went on vacation for this last month, it was really like undermined.
hard,
that
yeah, with her.
We do need an assistant in accounting because it's hard for Belle to keep up with the accounts payable and receivable and
Others.
other admin duties. So
I know, would this be
We need
a
another-
Gulf Guam employee?
no,
No,
this
it's
would be
gonna
a
be a community
CSG
service.
employee. We do have the budget. We do have the budget for another admin support, but we would like it to be what would we call it, I guess?
Accounting assistant or
Yeah, accounting assistant,
yeah.
something more than just admin.
Yes.
Somebody that would understand
QuickBooks
QuickBooks, can
and
cut a check if we need
accounting,
to,
yeah,
or
payroll.
make a payment for a vendor. Yes, and payroll.
So someone that has work experience or
Some accounting.
some sort of
Yes.
degree in accounting, I mean.
Yeah, so it's an admin position with accounting functions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any chance we could get like an intern from UOG or GCC?
One thing we did try doing interns with ULG and GCC, but interns are only here half a day. So the problem is we did that, and then we got ourselves going back to, we're training them, right? And our books, we only have two books, QuickBooks, what do you call that? Myself and Villa. So with me going back and looking at everything, the part is when they're entering it, it was wrong accounts and things like that. So I just want to make sure we have somebody that can really know what they're doing.
Well, can we pay a competitive salary to,
We could.
It
put
would
right
be,
now?
it would be, you know, $10 starting, that's the rate.
Is that standard? I mean, I don't know.
For
anything
a,
about
for
it.
a good accountant, $10 is not enough. I mean.
Well, this is just assisting, you know, it's not, I'm
It's
looking
an
at.
entry-level position.
Yeah,
You're going
it's an
to
entry
train them.
level.
Yeah,
Yes.
we went,
It's an entry level, and that is the compatible with the government of Guam,
Okay.
you know, step one. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
So maybe someone who just graduated from GCC, because you can study accounting at GCC, right?
Yeah, as long as they have the experience, you
Yeah.
know, with the QuickBooks and other.
Did they
payroll.
learn that in school, you think? I would think now they probably do, right?
They
think
do,
we can.
they do.
Quick
Okay,
book
so
is
what is it
easy.
gonna cost us?
What is it gonna, it's about 21,000 starting pay a year. So with benefits, probably 24.
You mean
CSG
health
employees.
insurance?
It's a
Yeah.
CSG employee.
Health insurance, right?
Yes.
What benefits do they get?
You have to have
Same
health.
thing,
Health and-
the annual sick leave at
Regular
2
fringe.
weeks, benefits, and
Okay, all right.
health, you know, if they want to do health insurance, and they have the
FICA,
401, and of course, FICA withholding and all that, whatever's offered.
I mean, we've been growing steadily, and so it's just a matter of time before we needed like supplemental support and admin.
Yeah. You need a cross-train.
So would we advertise in the newspapers and through the government?
We'll
We
probably
could,
just
with
put
our
it online.
website.
The government has a website. I mean, I know they do it for
This wouldn't be
teachers.
a government
Yeah, it would not
position.
be a government, it would be a CSU, so we can do it on our,
So-
Just put it on our
advertising
channel?
We'll put it on
Yeah,
our channel
it's
and then
better.
on our social.
on our website, yeah.
And website, yes.
Okay, so how can we make this happen? Can we make it happen today? You need,
Yeah, you can
Approval
approve
We
it,
just
so we
need
can
the board
announce.
to approve the additional accounting position. I just need a motion.
Yeah,
For the
So we
amount
At
can
the
of
start
salary, at the
announcing.
salary of $10
Starting-
an hour with
starting-
standard fringe.
yeah, as soon as you can approve it, then I can start putting the announcement out, at least a 2 weeks announcement, and we'll see, if, you know,
okay, so we need a motion to hire, to approve the hiring of an accounting assistant at $10 an hour with standard benefits.
well, they're saying equal, it's about 21,000 something, I'm not too sure.
Including the benefits?
Well, no,
24,
that's
she
just the start,
That's
it's
just the
step one,
base.
step one.
Okay, so anyway, you just mentioned to us that we are going to be able to sell our services to the government of one agencies, right?
Mhm.
So there's another income coming.
Mhm.
So there's going to be more need for accounting and for billing and for all of that.
Absolutely.
And just as she mentioned, she needs to train someone, and someone that is not really going to go away when you train them. If you go with a temporary or with a part-time, that happens. So if you guys are able to hire a person full-time, and you're able to interview her, and you're able to see, you want a long-time position. You don't want to train her and then just go. I mean,
Yes.
so that being the case, yes, I am very much for it. And so I make a motion that you guys advertise for an accounting position. Accounting assistant position. It's going to be full-time, no more than 21,000 plus benefits, at least for
Well,
the first.
$10 an
yeah,
hour.
Starting.
$10 an hour for the first year. And, yeah, I saw make this motion.
Okay,
I second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, snuck that one in, Ina.
We were talking about it a couple days ago, but it slipped my mind. Sorry about that. Here's the programming for, oh, this is the programming, delivery, July programming, so just give everybody a copy.
So she's the voice.
That's the voice, yeah.
Oh, that's
Trina,
from.
yeah.
Yeah, she did
She's
a
the
really
one on the
good
radio.
job. I'm so impressed with that, it's so professional.
She came from Sorensen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's been in media, right, Ina?
Yeah,
She's
she
been
was
in
a
media
news-
for a long
news
time,
reporter at
Oh,
radio and then
yeah.
at Sorensen.
Speaks
knows.
very well,
Yeah.
very clear.
right?
Yeah.
So you can see that Sundays we'll be running liberation parades. Tuesdays we have all this liberation programming. And then this is the lineup for Liberation Day and then our rebroadcast.
Oh my gosh, people are not going to be able to attend the parade with so
Yeah,
many
it's
kids
all
at
day.
home.
It's meant for you just to have a barbecue at your house and turn on the TV and it's liberation all day.
Yeah, that's very nice.
That's a good promo. We should start
Yeah.
sending that out.
It's gonna start on Monday, on the 1st.
Wonderful.
I'll send it to the board and we can
Okay.
share it.
Alrighty, is there anything else on finances, Ina, that you need to bring to our attention?
I mean, our bank accounts are a little healthier. We have been successful in billing for PBS University for the past few months, and there's a reflection of that in our P&L. Besides that, there's no other major expenses besides the last bit of our PBS license fee that we are cutting the check for. That was $55,000, right?
Yes.
But besides that, that will, most of that is interest, but will be paid off until the next fiscal year, which is just around the corner. But we hope to pay it off in time and avoid all
More
the
interest.
Yes, and this will maybe be our first year without interest, you think?
No, we have 5,000 less than 5,000. The years before was 5,000, 8,000.
Okay.
But this year, I think it dropped probably 2,000 in interest.
So next
we're-
year we'll
we're
aim for-
doing good.
Next year we'll aim for no interest.
Yeah, we'll eventually get there.
Okay, so, yeah, so the net income for this month is pretty good. Does it mean, did you have less expenses or?
Well,
Yeah, it was
we've also been selling, we have Liberation sponsorship we've been selling, there's been some airtime. Development is really kind of, they've been billing this month because we're underwriting Liberation. And then also some other events, so, more money has been coming into the station, so that's why our net profit is a lot.
Well, we also got the American,
ARP
area,
money,
yeah.
yes.
So if you look at
That's
that DDF funding, that's 585,000,
Yeah.
that's from CPB.
400 of that, 460 of that is from ARP.
Yeah.
Well, it's from CPB, actually, Corporation
it's
for Public
85, yeah,
Broadcasting.
Yeah, so that's why we're in the good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we haven't touched that and we can carry it over, so it's
I'm
good.
just curious, what is this 4004 PBS contribution, $3? What is that?
Where are you looking at? Oh,
The very first page, it says contributions and other revenue.
$3, there was a $3 donation.
People donate $3.
Yeah.
You take any
Little-
amount.
Sometimes little kids.
Okay, and then interest income.
Where is
okay,
she?
was better
Here,
than
Sergeant.
nothing.
The contribution that was donated.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions?
No, this is, looks pretty good.
Okay, great. Moving on. Old business, we don't have any old business to worry about. The only thing I asked the station to put on new business today was board development. And I just thought that it might, since it looks like the station has things pretty well in order at this point, my question is, what can we do better than we're doing? You know?
I would definitely suggest that the board attend annual meeting. It's really going to give you a lot of insight to what PBS Corporation is doing on a quarterly basis and also what the initiatives of the other boards are across the nation. I really would like to bring the board.
Where is
and
that?
Annual meeting, it's going to be in Seattle next year.
When?
First quarter, I believe, or end of
May.
beginning beginning of May,
May.
beginning of second quarter.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind attending.
Yeah, I think it's really, it's really going to, and not only that, I think it's good for development and for programming because there are these breakout sessions where, all day long. There are separate meetings for the executives and then there's separate meetings for like department heads where they can discuss with their own peers, like what's working, how to underwrite, what sort of programming is, and then also PBS or CPB will also give us insight to what's coming up for the next their forecast, and also talk about their financials and stuff. So there's a whole GM and board session. It's a 4-hour session that maybe we should all go to if we can. And then there's also the other half of the meeting. It's a 2-day event for department heads, and they can talk amongst their peers and also see what's going on with CPB and get any kind of updated policy and stuff like that with CPB.
I like that idea. I don't know about the optics of sending the whole board. I sure would like to send the whole board. I'd like to take the whole board out to PBS Hawaii and have us sit with them for, a couple of days. But I'd leave that up to the board. If the board feels that that's a worthwhile endeavor, then,
You're talking about next May?
I think it's a good time because for the most part, we have a whole bunch of new board members that will be sitting on the board for the next 4 years. And not only that, our current members have all just been renewed this year, so we're all going to be on the board for the next 4 years.
I am fairly new, so I really don't know very much how this works. I just bring my business expertise into the equation, but I think that if I am exposed to what other stations, PBS stations do on how to generate more funds and
It's
more,
really
would be
helpful
helpful.
when you can think of PBS as more as an educational facility as opposed to TV station, It really is unlike any private media outlet that I've ever worked for. It's our goals are different, our mission is different, the types of advertising that we can accept and not accept, and it's just everything is different. And so I think it could be beneficial. I see the other boards participating, and this is not just a vacation. This is a work trip. It's a training of sorts also for the board. So I don't see any issue.
and so
PBS
Donovan
working.
mentioned Hawaii. What is the difference? If we attend Hawaii, would be different from the other one in Seattle?
well, there's no CPB meeting scheduled in Hawaii at this point, at this time. It would certainly be an option to. I've already corresponded with the new GM at PBS Hawaii. Leslie Wilcox is no longer there.
Yeah.
So this gentleman said, I'd be happy to, sit down and find a way maybe to bring our stations together. So, they would love to meet with us. I'd love to have us go out there and just see what they've done. Their facility it's amazing, Now, of course, they have 1.2 million people to draw from, but they've drawn from it. Boy, their facility is top notch, state of the art, better than any TV production facility I've ever seen,
And my only putting in here is that additionally from that is that we're able to see the level and quality of production that we can do to improve on what we already have.
Sure, benchmarks that we can strive for, absolutely.
And I may maybe even consider mimicking some of their ways of bringing in more revenue, for example, and how to capture more, because we've been really struggling in the area of getting the community involved in what we're doing here. And it's not because they don't want to, it's just that they don't know. And in order for them to really know what we're doing here, we need to be a little bit more aggressive in how we market our projects here and what PBS is about. And I think that they'll be more than happy to do that if they really see something really with a good foundation to build from and to be a part of. And I think that we can get a longer lasting membership in that aspect as well. So I think that we're going down that road would really help to improve that and to help build a better community of support as well. So I think that they're being as successful as they are. I think that we can really learn a lot from that as well. So I would be definitely interested in participating and joining the board to go out there to meet with them.
Is this something that we would include some of the production people?
Well, the annual,
I mean, like, they're the ones actually making the movies or whatever. Would that be appropriate? Do other
For
stations do that?
for annual training, all the stations come out. Actually, it's the GMs and meeting
Do the-
is mandatory, like because they need quorum to pass the minutes from the financials of the last, so, and, they need all the participating, all the participating stations have one vote. And so, when I was there, we didn't have quorum until like 20 minutes into before, like as they were chatting for 20 minutes because we were waiting on few more people, like 15 people. But anyway, annual meeting does provide all that training. So, I mean, it would be worthwhile for production.
It'd be nice too if it is Seattle. I went to their PBS studio, office, and it's really nice.
Seattle?
So, yeah, so if it is
Yeah.
at Seattle, Washington, maybe, if you guys do approve everyone going, have a meeting, set up a meeting with their office,
And then we
their
can do a day trip
station,
in Hawaii.
and see it. I mean, it's there already. You guys are there, and they're the one that's sponsoring this event. So that would be a nice thing to, just have go to the station and meet with the general manager. It's huge. It's like Hawaii, because I went to Hawaii too, and I went to Vegas. They have big studios. They have like 5 studios, but, we'll get there. We'll have 2, right, Ina? By next fiscal year, we'll have 2
Yeah.
studios.
Yes, we will. The one in the back.
Yeah, so we're getting there. With all the money that's coming in,
Yeah.
it's,
So I would like to go when the time comes. If maybe we should talk more about it, but yes, I am open to it. But just like we approved to hire someone to help with the books administration, I think that we should hire a really, really good marketing person that will go out there and every day, and that would be their job. And I hate to bring the name again, but I really think that lady Leticia was really good in the marketing field. Because I seen her operate, and I think that she was very good.
What was her position?
she was development associate.
Leticia
was
Valladolid.
development. She was
Yeah, she
development.
was in charge of underwriting.
Yeah, and
Well, if you
The
can match her pay and what she's getting.
yeah.
But, we've always put out that advertisement, and.
Where is she?
we hard-
Is she still working for Lotte or?
Yeah, she still works. But, yeah.
Okay, well, it seems like the board would like to explore further the idea of attending this board development CPB conference next year. So I don't think we need to do anything officially at this point. We'll just ask the station to keep us apprised of the details, and as the date gets closer, whatever we'll need to do, we can do.
Okay, what I can do is just do the budget.
Good.
And, by April, you want to try to get it early?
Yeah, usually by
So that-
January, they'll let us know,
Yeah.
like what hotel, and
So
then
that,
early bird.
we can get a good discount on airfare and,
Because the airfares have gone up incredibly.
yeah, it did.
I know that from people who just came from the States,
So, you know,
really.
we'll keep that in mind by January to do a budget for all the whatever trips for next year.
All right.
Like,
Okay. I don't have anything else. Does anybody else have anything else?
No?
Next meeting will be July
4th Thursday is the 22nd.
22nd.
Right after Liberation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be fine because you guys won't be down there breaking down. Yeah, let's shoot for the 22nd and then we have the 29th as a fallback.
Okay. Are you leaving?
No, but I've already mentioned that my daughter's memorial
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
when is
is
it?
the following weekend.
Oh.
So, and
When is exactly, Claudia's?
it's going to be at St. John's Church on Saturday, the 31st at 3 o'clock.
Of July?
So, you know.
Of June or July?
July.
Of
Oh,
July, yeah. So certainly that last week I won't be able to do anything. I mean, I could possibly make the meeting on the 22nd, but I don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll have more board members, so
Okay, so July 22,
Okay.
noon, right here.
Okay.
Just as a reminder, I asked Ina if we could have the board photos redone, and some of us haven't had our photos taken yet, so, for the, web page, and, maybe we can also get a photo for out on the
It's a
lobby.
Thursday, right? July 22nd is a
Yes,
who's taking the photos?
we have an
Somebody
in-house,
We have one, yeah.
we have an in-house guy now who's pretty good. So it's gonna be next meeting.
Attire?
Yeah, but I probably won't be here.
Like this is fine, or if you wanna, tie
We'll
and
schedule
shirt and
it
tie,
early.
up to you.
Yes,
What?
We'll schedule you
presentable.
earlier.
Yeah.
Just make a note when you
We'll
tell
let you
us,
know.
I
when
mean,
you
my-
remember
Some of us
that
right here,
to
I'm here all
come
the time.
prepared for
Okay,
We'll
the,
just call you.
Okay, so, meeting scheduled, no more announcements. Need a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn our meeting of June 24th.
I second the motion to adjourn the meeting.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you much. The time is 1:32.